going on, guys? DadDash here again with another video. I just want to talk with you about a concept, and this video is more geared towards new dashers, new delivery people. If you're new for Grubhub, Uber Eats, any of the apps. And what I wanted to talk about right now was about how to determine or how to set up your goals for the day for earning wise, and whether or not you should be focusing on earning hourly or you should focus on a set amount. And it is my position that you should focus on earning a set amount. And what I believe you need to do, if you're considering going into the gig economy, this is what you need to do, and you need to see how you like it, because you are not being paid a set amount of money. You are entitled to absolutely nothing, and it is on your shoulders that you will have to start producing. So what I would challenge you to do is, I would say, take your monthly bills, whatever they are, plus whatever you believe you need to support yourself. So figure that out. Figure out the amount of days that you want to work and divide that number in. So let's just take a really easy number, and let's say you determine you need $2,000, which is probably a little short of what is realistic, but $2,000 a month to cover your bills and have enough to live on, and maybe set a little aside for savings. And you determine you want to work 20 days out of the month. So that's going to come out to a really easy calculation of $100 a day. So what I would challenge you to do then is that you then go out with a focus simply on making $100, and you use whatever apps you're signed up for. You clear your schedule for the day, and you start at about 8 a.m. and you figure out how, go ahead and say, all right, time to make $100, and just get it started, right? And go out with a spreadsheet, or in this case, if it's your first time ever going out, just go out with your phone and take screenshots of everything. Screenshot the offer screen, screenshot when you arrive, screenshot when you're leaving the restaurant, screenshot when you're dropping off. That way you have a full record of everything. You should have 4 screenshots per order, plus a picture, just for your records. Always get a GPS app that is going to be able to GPS stamp pictures, and go out and say, all right, I'm going to make $100 today. And that's the best way for you to figure out if this is for you. And it will also start to give you insight into your market. And go out, and if your goal was $100, figure out, all right, that's what I need to do. I need to figure out what it is. Don't get too caught up in setting metrics or things like that. You're going to let the numbers tell you what to do. So you're going to go out and you're going to plan, like, I'm planning to spend an entire day out to make this $100. So let's just say you're out and it's about 1 o'clock and you crack $100. Now, at that point, you can say, hey, I plan to be out the entire day. You could quit then, or you stay out. My recommendation is you stay out, because you're going to go out and see what it is. So you stay out the entire time. You take a break every 4 hours, I would recommend. So if you start at 8, 8 o'clock in the morning, you might take a break around 10:30, take a half-hour break, bathroom, restroom break. Even though it isn't 4 hours, you don't want to miss lunch. So you take a break around 10:30. You start up again at 11. You go 11 to 2. Take an hour break, jump back in, go 3 to 8 or 3, or, take a 2-hour break, whatever, come back at 4. Work the hot pockets. I would say take an hour break, and then you might go, okay, I'll work, 3 to 7, take a break, take a 15-minute break after that, get out, stretch your feet. That is in the heart of dinner. So you may want to kind of structure it out a little bit different. Once you're getting in there, I always take a 2-hour break in that time to get lunch, run errands, do things. At the end of the day, the point is, at the end of that day, you're going to take all that information and data, and then you're going to answer some questions. And that's going to be able to set your initial goal, and you can set your bars. The things you're going to look at is, what time did I earn my $100, which was my goal? If you earned over $100, and you should, what time did I hit my second 100? If you got a third 100, what time did you hit that? How many orders did it take to get to 100? How many orders did it take to get to 200? How much time did it take? And then you can start to vet things and say, okay, well, it ended up taking me 5 hours and 10 orders. And you can kind of, at that point, you have the data to look at it. Now, what you should be doing is, when you come back in, if you weren't able to, and again, if this is your first time out, probably not going to have the ability, it's not going to feel comfortable to be documenting the data as you're going. So at that point, you should come back home and spend some time the next day spreadsheeting out all of the orders. Get your phone, put it on a stand, and just walk through your day, every order that you looked at. And you're going to have 4 screenshots and a picture for every order that you did. And you're going to go through, and first thing you're going to do is chart out all of your orders. And if you, again, the sheets I use, you can see them at the end of my ride-alongs. If you need a sheet or you want something to get you started, email me or comment, and I'll provide them to you. What you want to look for the data points is at that point you have it all in order. So then you can easily see how long it took, what your delivery order value was, what your overall order value was based on the entire time you're out. And I always have 3 slots because to me, if I'm working a 12-hour day, I'm going to have slot 1, 4 hours, slot 2, 4 hours, and slot 3, 4 hours with breaks in between each. That's what you want to do. And that's going to give you your first set of goals, because once you set it up, you're going to go, okay, my average order, did I get it fast enough? And that's going to let you know, is this conceivable? And let's just say, I used a really super low number. But let's say you determine you need $350 a day to work 20 days a week or 20 days a month. This is going to let you know exactly what your expectation should be. And if you worked 12 hours, which probably is a maximum, you should work with half-hour to hour breaks in between, which means you were out for 15, working for 12, and you realize I only generated $188, or I only generated $225, and I need $350. That's going to give you the insight to say, okay, is this for me or is it not? Focusing on creating the money, focusing on making it happen yourself is the thing you're going to have to really get comfortable with, because that's what we have to do out here, where we are going out and we're not worrying, nobody's paying me to be in this parking lot right now waiting on orders. I'm out having to learn my market, having to learn where to be, having to learn where the highest probability is, and it's all based on probability. Putting yourself in proximity to restaurants that can send you orders puts you in a higher probability to get an order than if I went and drove 8 miles down the road, although I'm still in my market, big distance away from restaurants. The orders are going to look a lot different. And if I'm not, and I'm not going to get as many orders. If I come closer to restaurants, then I'm going to have, that's going to put me in a greater probability to get better orders. And then you're going to learn about, right? When you first start this, you're not going to necessarily know where do you need to be at, where's the best spot. You may have an idea, but you've got to test that. And you've got to go out, collect data, work it, but you've got to get comfortable with the idea. If you're going to be successful in this field of work, you've got to get comfortable with the idea that you're producing and you're relying on yourself to produce. And you've got to go out and see, how much can I produce and how fast can I produce it? And is this going to be able to make enough money for me to be comfortable? And if it isn't, make it a side job. Don't quit your W-2 unless you know for certain that you're comfortable that you can do this. If you look at it and you go, hey, I need to earn $350. I came out, I worked, and in 12 hours I earned $328, and I'm quite confident based on that first day that, you know what, I can make adjustments. I'm going to get better. The road's only up from here. That's going to give you the insight and the intelligence to know, hey, I'm comfortable doing this. But that's what you got to do, guys. So if you're new, this is what you need to do. If you're considering joining the gig economy, set aside a day, go out into the market, be prepared to collect information and data. Set up an amount that you know you need to earn and focus on earning that amount. Don't worry about hourly. Don't worry about anything but saying, I need to figure out how I need to earn this amount. And of course, follow an order value-based strategy. The order value-based strategy says that you want to make sure you're compensated as much for your time as possible. Figure it out. Whatever that amount is that you think is, and for me, the magic number is between $25 and $30 an hour. So you figure out that divisor, 0.416, and you divide everything by that, and that tells you the value, the time you need to complete that order in, and you know that number. So when you get the order, you divide it, and you say 26 minutes. You realize the app's asking you to do 38. You now know if you do it in 26 minutes, this order value comes in right where you need to be at, and you are more likely than not going to hit your goal. If you're planning to be out 12 hours and you want to earn $300, you know you need to do orders that reach that amount, and you know you're going to need to do them at that frequency, and you're going to need to work steady. That's how you need to do it, guys. So anyways, I know this was a lot, but hopefully you got the crux of what I'm saying. If you're new, test your market. Know your goals. Can't stress that enough. I got to get on this order that I just got. Guys, I'll be talking to you soon. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. Hit that like button. Share this video. And guys, I'll be talking to you real soon. Thanks for watching. Keep dashing.